The NFL offseason is usually a quiet stretch, but this summer, Kansas City is positively electric. All it took was one Instagram highlight reel and a sly caption to turn fans into amateur detectives, sports writers into pop culture columnists, and the internet into a cauldron bubbling with conspiracy. At the center of it, Travis Kelce, the Chiefs' legendary tight end, and his playful tease of Lucky Year 13. But this isn't just any football story. It's quickly become a full-blown pop phenomenon, thanks to a certain superstar girlfriend and the mystical power of her favorite number. It all started with a single post. The Chiefs' official Instagram account dropped a montage of Kelce's greatest moments, a glittering timeline of touchdowns, sideline celebrations, and those unmistakable flexes that have made him a fixture in Kansas City. The caption, "Lucky Year 13 coming soon for at Kilitra." Immediately, Kelce reshared it to his own story. For most, it would have been a routine bit of team hype. But for Swifties, Taylor Swift's famously observant and imaginative fan base, it was a wink, a nudge, and a coded message all at once. Why? Because 13 isn't just any number. For Taylor Swift, it's practically a talisman. She was born on the 13th, turned 13 on a Friday the 13th, and has spun the number into her lyrics, merch, and even on her hand during early concerts. It's the kind of personal mythology that turns numerals into magic, and Swifties have been tracking every appearance of 13 in her life for over a decade. So when Travis Kelce, her boyfriend and the NFL's most charismatic tight end, announced he'd be returning for a 13th season, the internet had only one reaction: this cannot be a coincidence. Within minutes, the comment section was ablaze. "The power of 13 and Tayvoodoo LFG," one fan wrote. Another demanded, "Alexa, play Ready for It by Taylor Swift." The term Tayvoodoo itself went viral, a mashup of Taylor and voodoo, symbolizing the enchanted streak that Swift's lucky number might bring to Kelce's comeback. Some called it fanfiction, others called it fate, but everyone agreed this was the most fun story in sports. The intrigue deepened when reports surfaced that the couple had actually discussed the numerological symmetry of it all. Back in March, as Kelce weighed retirement following a bitter Super Bowl loss to the Eagles, the Daily Mail reported that Taylor and Travis talked about how special the 13th season could be. If you're the superstitious type, this feels less like scheduling and more like destiny calling. Timing is everything, and for these two it's uncanny. With Taylor wrapping up the last leg of her record-shattering Eras tour and Kelce enjoying a rare off-season free from playoff travel, both have cleared their calendars. The stars are aligning, or perhaps numerals are. Suddenly, Year 13 isn't just another campaign in a Hall of Fame career. It's a potential pop culture event. Numbers have always fascinated fans. Michael Jordan's 23, Jackie Robinson's 42, even Tom Brady's 12, these digits become shorthand for greatness. But rarely does a number straddle both the sports world and the Billboard charts. For Taylor Swift, 13 has always been a talisman. She scribbled it on her hand for good luck, hidden it in album artwork, and referenced it in interviews as the number she seeks out in every hotel room and flight. To Swifties, 13 is the secret ingredient behind her most iconic moments, her first MTV Video Music Award win, her record-breaking album rollouts, even her dazzling stage entrances. It's not just luck, it's a signature. Now, with Travis Kelce embracing the number as he embarks on his 13th NFL season, fans are convinced the magic is contagious. The narrative writes itself. A record-setting tight end, nursing a bruised ego after a Super Bowl defeat, returns for one more shot at glory, cheered on by music's biggest superstar and her mystical number. If you're not hooked by now, you might need to check your pulse. So what does Lucky Year 13 actually mean for Kelce and the Chiefs? For starters, it means Kansas City heads into the new season with more buzz than ever. Kelce's return guarantees a championship-caliber offense, and his locker room presence is the stuff of legend. But this year, there's an added dimension, a sense that every play, every touchdown, every post-game quote might be loaded with double meaning. The Chiefs are no strangers to pressure. With Patrick Mahomes under center and Andy Reid calling plays, expectations are always sky high. But the Tayvoodoo effect has the entire fan base dreaming bigger. Could Swift's lucky number propel Kelce to another career-defining year? Is another Super Bowl parade in the cards, soundtracked by a Taylor Swift anthem and confetti raining over Arrowhead? If social media is any indication, fans are already scripting the fairy tale. Theories abound. Will Taylor perform at halftime if the Chiefs make the big game? Will Kelce propose with a 13-carat ring? Will the couple share a victory dance to Love Story on the 50-yard line? The possibilities are endless, and the anticipation is half the fun. It's easy to get lost in the memes and the hashtags, but at the heart of the story is Kelce himself, a player who's built a career on resilience, charisma, and a knack for the spectacular. His decision to return wasn't just about numbers or internet buzz. In interviews, Kelce has been candid. Last season's Super Bowl loss stung, and he wants to finish on his own terms. Going to try and get to the best shape I've been this offseason and get back to the mountaintop, he told Pat McAfee in February. There's something deeply relatable in that. Athletes talk all the time about chasing one more ring, but for Kelce, it's about legacy. It's about proving that he can still dominate, still inspire, and still deliver in the biggest moments. That he's doing it with the world's eyes watching, thanks in part to his high-profile romance, only raises the stakes. And for Swift, she's no stranger to the spotlight, no stranger to reinvention, and certainly no stranger to weaving personal milestones into her art. The intersection of their worlds, music and sports, luck and grit, number 13 and number 87, feels like the plot of a summer blockbuster. As training camp approaches, the energy in Kansas City is unlike anything in recent memory. Reporters are already calling this the most anticipated season of Kelce's career. Teammates have described him as rejuvenated, even playful, with a new focus on both fitness and fun. The Chiefs' championship window is wide open, and with Mahomes and Kelce leading the charge, anything feels possible. But it's not just Chiefs fans who are watching. Across the country and around the world, casual observers, diehard Swifties, and sports fans alike are tuning in for what promises to be a season unlike any other. The merging of two pop culture juggernauts has created a unique spectacle, one where touchdowns and tour dates blend seamlessly, and every Chiefs highlight is a potential Easter egg. Should Kelce and the Chiefs return to the Super Bowl, it won't just be a football story. It'll be a cultural event, a testament to the power of narrative and the enduring allure of a good luck charm. And if number 87 hoists the Lombardi Trophy at the end of his 13th season, you can bet the internet will explode with theories, memes, and montages, set, of course, to the soundtrack of Taylor Swift. In the end, maybe it's not about fate, or voodoo, or even the number 13 itself. Maybe it's about the stories we tell, the myths we build, and the moments we share. Kelce's return is a reminder that sports, at their best, are more than just games. They're opportunities for redemption, for connection, for magic. This season, Kansas City feels like the center of the universe, and Lucky Year 13 is more than a meme. It's an invitation to believe. So as the Chiefs take the field, and Kelce chases one more ring, keep an eye out for the signs, the lucky socks, the cryptic Instagram captions, the subtle nods to Taylor's favorite number. Because in a world where anything can happen, who's to say a little Swiftie magic isn't exactly what Kansas City needs? And if this really is the season Kelce goes out on top, don't be surprised if Arrowhead Stadium echoes with more than just the roar of victory. Listen closely, and you might just hear the faintest strains of a Taylor Swift anthem carried on the wind, promising that lucky number 13 was meant to be all along.